Hi, I'm recording a video regarding a small setup that I have for my aquarium. So I have some goldfish around at the moment. I have rosy barbs, the two of them. I have a black tetra. So I initially planned to have a planted system, but the plants and the goldfish aren't that friendly to each other. The goldfish would either uproot them or, well, in most cases they'll actually eat them. So I decided to still have a plant filtration to get rid of the ammonia, the nitrates, or the nitrites and the nitrates. So I got a couple of fish in here, and goldfish they are. So I have one on there, a red cap. I have calico, a black moor, and the bullhead, the orange one. I also have this one. Forgot. I think it's a rancho goldfish. It's pretty shy at the moment. And there it is, just playing around with the camera. Come on, Goldie. So, as you can see, the water's pretty clear. This was murky a few days back. And the way I set it up is I have a plant filter right up there. There we go. So I initially had a filter which was pretty small, which I had to clean every day. So, well, I'm using the same pump, which is there on the bottom. That is 600 liters an hour, so close to 150 gallons per hour US. And so what I did was I placed some sand onto the planter, and then what happens next is from the pump down there, it sucks water, and then sucks all the debris as well that gets near the pump. I turned off the aerator well, it's the morning, so photosynthesis is still happening. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just basically leaving the water that is being drained from this filter to cause water turbulence, and as you can see from the spout, it's creating bubbles, which is dissolving the oxygen, and then I'm processing it, mixing it with the water, which is continuously happening. And these plants in here, they consume the nutrients from the water that is from the aquarium. So, simple setup. I have a pump plumbed into or connected to the filter right up there on the bottom. I'm using a Schedule 40 PVC pipe. I think this is 20 millimeters. And then for this setup, plumb the PVC pipe to an adapter, which is connected to the planter. So what it does is it delivers the water to this part here. As you can see, the sand is moist, not wet, but moist, and it goes to here. So the sediments basically from the aquarium is being lifted up by water pressure going up top here, and what happens is the roots of the plants get to consume the nutrients from the water, and then I have nice clean water exiting to the Schedule 40 PVC pipe connected by two elbows 90 degrees, and it's plumbed directly towards down the bottom of the pot, which is I think is 9 inches deep. There's a black hose in there, like the irrigation hose,
goes down the bottom, sucks the water through a siphon effect, and drains it down to the spout in the, which in turns becomes small waterfall right down there. Continuously flows, causing continuous aeration as well. So you'll be able to see that the fish are enjoying themselves, not really gasping for air. They're down the bottom and they're enjoying the current. Let's really take a look at it from here. And as you can see, the bubbles are rushing and the water continuously cycles. The importance of this is continuous water cycle, and it allows oxygen to be delivered from the roots of the plants while photosynthesis is happening, and it also reduces the amount of nutrients or excess nutrients from the aquarium. It causes algae growth. You will see that there's algae growing from the bottom of the tank, on the sides as well. You'll be able to see some other elements in there. I have a feather fin squeaker catfish on the side. You can see it. He's there, just hiding. He's a nocturnal type of fish, so he usually just goes out somewhere in the evening and feeds. So we'll leave him alone there. And on the other hand, you'll be able to see as well, there are algae growing in there. I'll have to scrape it out. And then once it's scraped out, you'll still have this clean, transparent glass aquarium. So as you can see, the water's color and feel is just very clear. You can see the bubbles in there continuously moving the water. The pump pumps the water up. This filter. The filter has plants. So this is oregano, this is basil. Purple, supposedly, but you can see that the green variety is ruling over, crossbreeding that is. And I cut some of the plants off here and then replanted them, trying. Hopefully they're gonna grow. And I have some mint in there. So let me try to get you back to the aquarium. And that's where the mint plant is ground down. On the side. Pretty small setup, pretty simple as well. No rocket science stuff. Just cables, sand for aquarium substrate. And this filter would cost you, well, this is somewhere around 269 pesos, I think. See it from there. Oh, it's 200. Well, it's 259 pesos and 75 cents. I bought this from SM. Brand is Star Gardening. And I just put it into the water, like on the top of the tank, supported by 1x2, two of them. Plug the holes with some plastic that I can find readily available somewhere here around the house. And same thing is here on the other side, and some PVC and irrigation fittings. So I got, I have, like, I think I spent somewhere around 400 pesos for the whole filter setup, and it has worked really well. Not had any problems with it. The plants are growing perfectly fine. Leaves, I don't see any dead leaves at the moment. I just have to prune them every now and then, and it will allow you to, well, pretty much have good filtration. You can see the water quality in there. The algae you'll have to control by scraping them off. There's algae growing in here. Growing back, I should say, because I trimmed them off, scraped them off a few days back, so I can have clean water again. So this requires less maintenance because you don't have to change anything at all unless you get to see some muck coming out of the surface. That would mean that the filter is full, which is going to take forever, at least, or forever and a half amount of time for it to have to be clean. So you scrape the algae from the aquarium, let the pump suck it, and put it into this part in here. Anyways, I have the scraper somewhere. This is the scraper that I use. So the scraper, you just scrape the growing algae somewhere on the side here. You can see it coming off. It takes a couple of minutes to clean that patch. Do it every day and you're not going to have any excessive algae growth. And you can see from the sides in there that I cannot reach that easily. Algae's thriving pretty hard. You just have to scrape it. Let's see if I can get a good scrape. There you'll see some black things, which the goldfish would eat. It doesn't harm them. Still comes from fish food and the nutrients that came with it. Just scrape it down and there you go. Same as the same thing that's going to happen here on this side where the black algae is starting to grow. Just scrape it off. You'll see some black stuff getting off the wall. And again, the goldfish is safe, even if they eat the algae that you scrape off the sides. Not sure if you can see it from here, but the particles of algae is now floating in the water, which is going to eventually be sucked by the pump. See, there you go. Okay, some black particles floating. That's the algae. It's going to be sucked up in the pump or be eaten by the goldfish. That's another food supplement for them. Doesn't kill them, as long as it's not excessive, getting the oxygen that they should be consuming, instead of the algae doing it. Somewhere on this side as well, it's the same thing. So yeah, here is the goldfish just eating it. I don't really like it that much. They've not really sent me any hate emails for letting them eat the algae that I scrape off their tanks. There, there's like a click going. There you go. So, there. Algae, scrape it every day so that you don't run into any problems. Let the fish eat it. And that's going to be a good source of protein as well. Algae is fungus. So, you know, it's just equivalent to humans eating mushrooms and stuff. There it goes. They're enjoying themselves. Going to eat the algae in there. There it goes. They're trying to clean it up as well. So, there's again the filter, the air stone. I don't turn it on during the day because oxygen is plentiful because the plants excrete them while photosynthesis is happening. So my fish are enjoying it pretty much. The filters, I have the plants, the substrate, and everything's looking perfectly fine in there. I'm pretty impressed by setup and what it's doing regarding the extra nutrients. So I think you can see the mint, there's sprouts in there. I'm hoping that the oregano grows back up now because I've been cutting them and replanting them basically. So there's another plant that I cut off. So pretty clean with the water. The algae, just scrape it off every day. And I'm actually doing this video for a friend of mine who wants to know how this looks like and how it works. So we'll post it on YouTube and Facebook as well. See if that's going to help. So my fish, well, at least some of them, and the pump.
aerator, which is turned off at the moment,
and my filter. Alright, I'll do another video soon. See ya.